Alright, here we go. Okay, this is a video on my morning routine, daily morning routine. I call it my super green drink. It's the first thing I put into my body every day, which is the most important thing when you first wake up. So we start with a glass of water. Not everybody can chug water first thing in the morning, so you don't have to have a whole lot, but just something to kind of lube your system up. As you can see, I just woke up. I'm still sleepy and groggy. I have sweet hair, bedhead, but I like to do this thing right when I wake up, because then that way I can go and take my shower and everything, and before I start my day, it'll get in there, and that's when all the magic happens. And it just primes your system up, you know, gets you all that good bacteria and all that good stuff. I know this is a poor description, I just woke up. So what I got here is this is my spreader. Okay, it's got 4 trays. First thing we start with is we have some seeds, and I have organic broccoli sprout seeds because they have they're super good for you. Very high in sulforaphane, which if you really want to know about it, I learned about it on the Joe Rogan podcast with Dr. Rhonda Patrick, and you can just search that and listen to that podcast, and it's fantastic. So first thing you want to do is you take your seeds, okay, and you put a bit of water in them. Now they need to sit like that overnight, 12 hours, 24 hours, it doesn't really matter, but just kind of overnight. And then what you end up with is this. Okay, so then you have a bunch of seeds that have soaked up some water, and then they're ready to go into the sprouter. Okay, this is the next step, is the seeds start to kind of grow like this, and then the next day they look a little bit like this. They get a little fuzzy and mossy. Now, jumping ahead, this is maybe what they would look like on like the 4th day, but you can see they just kind of grow in stages. And then yeah, the bottom 2, just because I don't always do them perfect synchronicity or whatever, so you want to water them twice a day, once in the morning, once at night. So that's just what comes out. It goes in the sink. Okay, and you'll see as I use this, we will start a new tray. Okay, I forgot to grab my strainer. Alright, hold on. As you can see, this is real life. There we go. Don't worry about any of that stuff, we'll clean it up later. So you want a nice fine metal strainer. And then we take our stack that's on the bottom, and we'll just knock it out, and that's what you get. You can see these little brown things are the hulls, okay? They are basically duds. You can eat them. I mean, it doesn't, they don't do anything good or bad. But I find it's like almost impossible to kind of get them all out. So I just kind of rinse them in this really fine strainer. Okay, this is my reverse osmosis water thing, so it's water that's already been treated through the water softener, and I have really hard water here where I live. So I just kind of rinse them, and I get some of them out. And then I take my mixing cup, and then I have a big thing of these broccoli sprouts. Okay, and then I mix some water. And then I have this super mix. Now this is not an endorsement for any company. I don't get paid for anything. But this is algae. This is spirulina powder. Now I don't use a whole lot, just half a teaspoon. Okay, they probably say to consume more, but I do this every day, So this stuff kind of gets expensive if you're eating a whole lot of it. I think the main thing is just to have a consistent routine of something really healthy, and like I said, the first thing in the morning. So then I add, this is like super red powder. There's a bunch of people that make it. I use the Bulk Barn here in Canada. So just whenever it's on sale, I'll buy a whole bunch. The super red powder is got a bunch of berry extracts and all that kind of stuff. And really what I use it for, I mean, it's good, antioxidants and all that stuff, whatever that does. But I use it because this stuff kind of tastes like dirt, right? So it kind of offsets the taste, and then it adds like another kind of super healthy feature. I'm gonna just use my mixer. Make a bit of a mess, but I usually share this with my lovely assistant, who is the love of my life. Okay. I bet you're wondering, what the hell is that big yellow jug he's pouring in? Well, that's another story. Anyways, I don't like to waste anything, so I'll just add some water. And there you go. And we got this marvelous green drink. Now I'm gonna drink the rest of that later. I add water to it, and like I said, I don't like wasting anything, and it's good for you. Okay, so then now we're left with an empty tray. You really need to. I don't usually like scrub and wash these out. Just rinse them out. You know, that's good. They stay pretty clean. So now we have our stack again. And then we take our seeds and we just kind of pour them in there. I like to use like a glass or something to put the thing on in the sink, because a bunch of seeds stick to the little bowl. And I like to get everything. Like I said, I don't like wasting anything. So there we go. So this is what we end up with. Here, come on. So the seeds are kind of spaced out. You know, if you put too many, then they don't really grow. If you don't put enough, then you get a poor yield. But you kind of get the idea. You take this thing, put it on top, and now we've kind of started the cycle again. Put the lid on it. And then we fill this top part up only halfway, not completely full. Only halfway. And then the water just trickles down. It'll fill up here, the seeds float, and then the water slowly drips to the next tray, and then it floats around, and you know, it takes about 10 minutes or so, and then the water floats all the way down. You just leave it on the counter. You don't want it in direct sunlight. You know, I just push it off to the counter, and I forget about it. Now, you should water this thing twice. Once in the morning, once at night. So then what I do is, when I come home, you know, before I go to bed or whatever, I just take the thing over here to the sink, pull this off, dump this out, put it back on, and then I'll fill it again the halfway. So then that way it cycles water through twice a day, and then tomorrow I start the cycle again. All right, and that's what I drink every day. That's my super green drink. Like I said, the most important thing is to get this first thing in the morning. It goes in your system. It's great. It's great. It's great for your gut biome, bacteria, all that healthy bacteria you hear about, probiotic stuff. I mean, that's of all the bacteria that's in your system, and that is what helps you break down food and do all this stuff. This is like a very simple form of nutrition. Your body can really absorb it easily, and it'll help clean you out, and it'll change your life.